This girl has completely lost it. Like, seriously. She walks out onto the street with zero clothes on, totally unbothered, and even hits her friends with a casual hi, like nothing's weird. People around her are shocked. Some guys are so stunned they almost pass out. But her? She doesn't care at all. And the reason is insane. She's stuck in a time loop. Every single day plays out the same. No matter what she does, night falls. And a killer wearing a creepy baby face mask shows up and brutally murders her. And the second she dies, boom, she wakes up again on the same morning, her birthday. At first, she's confused, then terrified, but slowly, she realizes something. Nothing has consequences. No one remembers anything she does. So she stops caring. She does whatever she wants. No fear, no shame, no limits. Because at the end of the day, it all resets anyway. But there's one problem. Dying every single night, again and again, in the most painful ways possible, that starts to break her. So she decides, enough is enough. If she wants to escape this nightmare, she has to find the killer. She starts making a suspect list. Her ex-boyfriend, the wife of the man she's secretly involved with, even her own best friend. No one is off the list. And here's the crazy part. She uses the loop to test them. Each day, she investigates a new person. Each night, she dies. And with every reset, she gets one step closer to the truth, crossing names off one by one. But this loop isn't just a game. It's taking a toll on her. One day, she wakes up and something feels wrong. Her head is pounding like never before, and suddenly, she collapses. Next thing she knows, she's in the hospital. Doctors are confused. They're finding serious injuries on her body, damage that shouldn't even be possible. But Tree already knows what's happening. Every death is leaving a mark. This loop isn't infinite. And if she doesn't find the killer soon, her next death might be her last. As soon as she gets the chance, she quietly sneaks into the doctor's office, looking for his car keys. But then, she opens a drawer and finds the same creepy baby face mask. Now her mind starts racing. Wait, is the doctor the killer? Panic hits her instantly, and she runs out of the room without wasting a second. But the moment she steps outside, she freezes. Right in front of her, the masked killer is stabbing the doctor, which means one thing: the doctor was innocent. Now it's full survival mode. Tree runs for her life, straight into the underground parking garage. It turns into a full-on cat-and-mouse chase. Footsteps echoing, shadows moving, the killer getting closer every second. Then, she sees her chance. She sprints like her life depends on it, full 100-meter dash speed, jumps into a car, and locks the doors immediately. For a split second, it feels like she made it. But no. The killer smashes the window and climbs inside, grabbing her by the throat, choking the life out of her. She's seconds away from dying again. But in the final moment, Tree manages to slam her foot on the accelerator. The car roars forward, speeding out of control, and somehow she escapes. This time, finally, Tree somehow manages to escape the killer. She's overwhelmed with relief, almost celebrating, because now she knows if she can just survive another 30 minutes, this deadly loop will finally end. But fate has other plans. The very next moment, because she was speeding like crazy, the police pull her over. Now Tree is stuck. She can't laugh, can't cry. During questioning, she spills everything. The time loop, the killer, dying every night. But to the cop, it just sounds like she's completely high. And then, she gets an idea. If I'm in jail, the killer can't get me, right? So she leans into it and says, I'm drunk. The cop is totally thrown off. But since she's basically admitting it herself, he cuffs her and takes her in. And inside, Tree is actually relieved. Thank you. For the first time, she feels safe, like maybe she finally beat it. But then, out of nowhere, that same terrifying babyface masked killer shows up again, and now it's even worse. Her hands are cuffed. She can't open the door. She can't run. She's completely trapped. This time, just before dying, Tree completely loses it and screams, "Why are you doing this to me? Who are you?" And surprisingly, it works. The killer pauses. Instead of attacking, he slowly backs off and gets into the car. For a second, Tree thinks, did I scare him? But no, not even close. The killer calmly rolls down the window, pulls out a birthday candle, and then looks straight at her car, leaking gasoline. And in that exact moment, it hits her. He's going to burn me alive. And then, boom, a massive explosion. And just like that, Tree wakes up again. Same day, same bed, same nightmare. Now she's completely broken. At this point, she realizes the truth. Getting out of this time loop isn't just hard. It might be impossible. But then, something catches her attention. A news report playing on TV. It talks about a serial killer, someone who's terminally ill, and was admitted to the same hospital Tree had visited earlier, and suddenly, everything clicks. She remembers finding that creepy baby face mask in the hospital. And now it all makes sense. The real killer is that serial killer. Now Tree is 100% sure the baby mask killer is none other than that serial killer. Without wasting a second, she rushes straight to the hospital, determined to end this once and for all before he gets to her again. But the moment she arrives, something feels off. The killer is already gone. And right there, a police officer is lying on the floor, covered in blood. Tree is still trying to process the scene when, suddenly, the killer appears from behind and starts shooting at her. By pure luck, none of the bullets hit her, and she gets a chance to run. She sprints toward the elevator, frantically pressing the button again and again, but then he's right behind her. Slowly, he removes the mask, and yes, it's him, the same serial killer. For a moment, it feels like this is it, game over. But just then, her boyfriend shows up out of nowhere and jumps in to save her. For a split second, there's hope, but it's crushed immediately. The killer grabs him and snaps his neck. Just like that, he's gone. Tree doesn't even get a moment to grieve. Survival mode kicks in again. She runs, hides, waits for the perfect moment, and then she strikes. With full force, she swings a metal rod straight at him, and the killer drops to the ground. Finally, it looks like it's over, but just as she's about to finish him off, Tree realizes something big, something she completely missed until now. But then Tree realizes something that changes everything. If she kills the killer right now, the time loop will end, and that means her boyfriend will stay dead forever. That thought hits her hard, so instead of finishing the killer, she drops the rod. When the killer finds her again, Tree doesn't fight back this time. She's already made her decision. She lets herself die one more time so she can come back and fix everything. And just like that, she dies and wakes up again on the same day. But this time, her boyfriend is alive. For the first time, Tree feels genuinely happy. She finally understands what it means to care about others, to do something good, not just for herself. So she decides to change. She starts fixing everything. She even carries a pillow around to help catch people who faint on the street. She sincerely apologizes to her roommate for how badly she treated her before. Once everything is set right, it's time for revenge. This time, Tree goes straight to the hospital, grabs a gun from a guard, and unloads it on the serial killer. Within seconds, he's dead. Finally, the time loop is broken. Tree takes a deep breath of relief. She celebrates her birthday with her boyfriend, cuts the small cake her roommate made, and makes a heartfelt wish. It feels like a perfect ending, but then she wakes up again. Same day, same morning, same everything, which means the time loop isn't over yet. Now it finally hits Tree. Wait, I never actually got out of the loop. That realization breaks her completely. She rushes back to her dorm, starts packing her stuff in panic. She just wants to get away from this place. And then her roommate walks in with a small birthday cake, trying to surprise her. But Tree isn't in the mood at all. She casually says, "Thanks. I already ate it last night." And right there, everything clicks. She remembers the last time she died in her sleep, and that only happened after she ate the cake. Her eyes widen. "You killed me." And just like that, the truth comes out. Her own roommate was poisoning the cake. In the earlier loops, Tree never ate it, so the roommate had to switch plans. She used her hospital internship to free the real serial killer, letting him do the dirty work while she stayed in the shadows, which means the real mastermind behind everything was her roommate all along. Once exposed, the roommate stops pretending. She goes full psycho, lunges at Tree, and slams her hard against the door. Then Tree finally learns the real reason behind it all. She had taken the guy her roommate liked, and that's why she hated her so much. And just like that, an intense fight breaks out. From the floor to the bed, they're throwing each other around, pushing, struggling. It's pure chaos. The noise gets so loud that people nearby start noticing something's wrong. But in the middle of all this, Tree sees her moment. She quickly locks her roommate in a chokehold, then grabs that same poisoned cake and shoves it straight into her mouth. The roommate tries desperately to spit it out, but Tree doesn't give her the chance. She grabs onto the chandelier and delivers a powerful kick, sending her crashing straight out the window. And just like that, this nightmare finally comes to an end. But wait, there's one last twist when Tree wakes up again. It's the same setup, same morning, and her boyfriend saying his usual line. For a second, she's terrified, like it's all starting again. But then, he suddenly laughs and says, "I'm kidding, he was just messing with her." And that's when it finally sinks in. This time, the loop is really over. Her life is finally back to normal. Now, each day actually moves forward. No resets, no repeats, just a real future ahead. So tell me, if you were in Tree's place, how would you break the time loop? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like and subscribe.